I would say my first experience with birth control in general, just its existence, was probably in health class in high school, but it was very, very brief. And it was just, this exists. Moving on. Next topic.
In school, the only thing that they had ever taught us about was condoms and the pill.
Abstinence, condoms, or the pill, pretty much.
I was about 18 years old. Yeah, I was pretty much just using condoms for 4 years, and I mean, thank God nothing happened. I never had any issues, but...
I was 14. I had just become sexually active. I don't know if I just didn't ask or I hadn't talked about anything else with them.
She just kind of said, here you go, this is what everybody else takes.
I was having really heavy periods and I went to a gynecologist. That was when the pill was recommended. But it never really felt like a conversation. It kind of more was just like, this is the course of action that you take when you have these problems.
I had a lot of friends who were also going on the pill at the same time, so there was normalcy about it. It would be Wednesday nights and we would watch 90210. And then after 90210, it would be Melrose Place and then Party of 5. And at 9 o'clock, the alarm would go off. We would all get up and go and take our pills at the same time.
So I actually found myself getting on the depot because my mom made me get on the depot. My mom didn't want me on the pill because it was like, you're gonna forget it.
I am allergic to latex. So with that being said, my condom method really slimmed down a lot. When I seen condoms at like $48 a box because it's like sheepskin, I'm like, I'll just hold off on the sex then. Pregnancy scares are, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah, I've been afraid that I was pregnant.
That's a fear that I think every woman, even when you're like, oh, maybe I'm not, or I haven't even had sex for forever.
The pill worked for me until I forgot to take it. I forgot to take it, and then I became pregnant at the age of 21. It was stressful.
Funny story, at 41, surprise, I became pregnant for the very first time.
Definitely peeing on a stick was one of those options where I was like, okay, I guess I'm gonna need to pee on a stick.
So I thought if you got the shot, you couldn't have kids.
That you couldn't have an IUD unless you had a baby.
I thought you just were supposed to have the pill if you were young, because that's all you were supposed to take it for was, you know, for your periods and just in case when you have sex.
Oh, I had heard crazy myths about Mirena that like the implementation is painful, you're in pain for days afterwards, that, you know, it could fall out.
I walked into the office. He asked me if I was planning on getting pregnant within the next year or two.
And I told her I was single as a dollar bill, and so I wasn't looking to get pregnant. And then she fully educated me.
I felt supported and like I was walking into an environment that was going to be able to take care of me.
They let me make the decision, and I think they kind of knew based off of the conversation that we had that I was sure and well educated on the type of birth control that I was choosing.
She showed me the NuvaRing and how that would look. She showed me actual models of what the IUD would look like, which was cool because I got to see like what the strings would feel like and how that would be if it was in my body, which is important because I wanted to know at least what that would feel like and what that would look like.
I saw the implant had like 99.0% of not getting pregnant, and that's kind of like duly noted.
I had some spotting that wasn't really going away. They said that this type of IUD, which was the Mirena, should help with your bleeding because of where it's localized. So I said, okay, I'll give it a shot. They said, do you want it today? And I said, yeah. So I got my Nexplanon removed, and I got my IUD placed the same day. I want people to know that they have options.
I have an IUD and I love it.
I had a consultation, they gave me my options, I chose which one was best for me.
I'm on the pill.
I figured like the patch was the best for me.
So I said, you know what? Nexplanon seems perfect. It's for 3 years. You forget it's in your arm.
I'm fine. I still don't have a child, so we're doing great.
I don't know if I want the thing up in my vagina. So I was like, you can put it in the arm. That sounds smarter to me. I love it. I also hate it sometimes because your period can be a little unpredictable.
But then at the end of the day, everyone is different.
I take the birth control pills. So I'm very diligent about taking them at the same time every day. My birth control method works for me.
I didn't want to forget to take the pill, and I knew that the IUD would just always be there. I did start to have like different bleeding, and I was getting worried, and I got that taken out and switched back to the birth control pill, and I'm definitely happy with my decision.
That was the most important thing to me when it came to birth control, was having something that worked for me.
My birth control method is an IUD. My choice works for me. I got it put in the same day.
I have choices.
Choice is important.
I do want to have kids one day, but just not right now.
And I found out that I had an ovarian cyst. Just in case I want kids later on down the line, I'll just try the Nexplanon and see if it'll help it get better.
I always knew that I wanted to be a mother, for sure.
I want to be able to be a mom when I want to be a mom, when I'm ready to be a mom.
I want to figure out what I really want to do in my life and get my career started, and I want to travel. I want to have stories for my kids. Having this birth control, like I know right now I'm in control of my own life, which I like. It just makes me feel super confident, just knowing those things and not having to worry or stress.
I'm able to express myself sexually. I'm able to express myself safely.
I feel in control. I feel empowered.
I'm in control.
So in charge of my body.